It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see. The snow is falling, like, just the way that the street light, it looked kind of bluish though, but the snow was just falling kind of fast. I'm gonna drive by again and see if I can't get it. What song does this sound like? Just maneuvering. It's that like really pretty snow, the kind that's like really soft and like, I don't know, fluffy. Anyways, so sometimes I think that it might come off that I'm like remembering all these things that are like, I have a really great memory for certain things and can recall anything or something, but what I try to do is at least with like every song that or video or whatever that I see that, come on person, why are you going 5 miles an hour, slowpokes? God. The song like takes me back to like when I first started this. But just that, God dang it, I missed the street. You seem better. Be away when I let up. And reasons to walk away. Maybe I just need one good one. Okay. So what I was saying was that kind of like what, but I try to like remember at least like one lyric that stands out to me or one visual or something in the writing, or just to bring me back to that video for different codes that, the different levels and alchemical codes and things like that. Whatever stands out to me, usually. If I don't have the time to take like a lot of time with something, and so, okay, not gonna miss the street this time. Pay attention. Maybe I just need one good one to stay. Oh, well, no, it's not as pretty. It was like a gust of wind, too. That's too bad. It was like so pretty because it was like a gust of wind with like this blue light, and just, of course, as it was just for me. To pray, try to make the worst seem better. So in that way, sorry, I'm really like distracted right now. And also, this is to hear the songs on the radio too, so make further connections, and yeah. But if you can do that, then if not more, then okay, they're waiting for me. Oh my god, snow though is like, my car is like, I don't know, skidding on the snow or something, was it? And that way you can like recall these kind of random things, like not just within one category, and the most random connections will bring something to mind that is sort of like the monkey wrench in your thought process that introduces like a new thought, because you wouldn't have normally gotten to that through what you were thinking about, and but it just takes like one word, and that word connecting to a lyric or something, and that way you can bring in a new element through like a pre-designed little like system in a way that you've devised in order to help you out of a writer's block kind of thing, or a creative block, or whatever it is. If you're looking to make connections in a more almost organic way, because these have developed organically over time through different processes and for different reasons, and at different times. So you never kind of really, are going to be able to remember everything. You just have to be able to have a little bit of an idea of videos that fit into certain categories too, or just if something is so unique it just stands out to you. But this is just about connections and having a way to reach back into your memory for something that you wouldn't have normally thought of if it wasn't for that one connection or that one thing. And that's a way to also kind of just make it seem, I guess, like you can remember all these different things and little small details, and like you have a really great memory. I mean, I think it's the closest thing you can do to practice getting to that end, but yeah, so I think it's helpful for everyone. That's just a little tidbit of information about connection making, and one way to do that, and with massive amounts of data, and in terms of like videos, you can consider each video data entry, so it's just that it contains a lot of different information that was a bit out of your, a lot out of your control of what makes it up, kind of like a molecule or something, and just a different way to like track things, and how you can assign different things to different categories or different topics to the playlist, and have a different way of approaching a problem or a way of looking at your subject by having already assigned something, so that there's like a underlying structure and reason for what you're doing. And if that doesn't work, it's easier to see what does and doesn't work, I guess, because you've already sort of decided in the most logical of terms, like the fundamentals of whatever it is you're doing, what you're going to call out from each video, and how you're going to assess them and what they stand for. All videos by Katy Perry are like representative of this certain element, and so whenever that comes up, you could like experiment and play around with shuffle versus just your own, an equation or something you already have, and how that would that end up looking like in music video terms. If you have a system like each 80s video or something, it will come to mean this, and if that ends up in your equation, then it's going to be like, I just kind of play around with what you pull up or what you think of, and what connections you make from those things based on what's within the videos, but having already picked them for a certain reason too is then inserting like some sort of element of chance and natural, like nature, and the things that we don't know, and seeing what these different combinations of things bring about, and seeing what it can teach you from those different angles, those different perspectives of seeing things in completely different contexts, but having it be you that does that, that assigns these things and with something that's meaningful to you, and then you might also then pick up on more things than just having someone else, because So anyways, it's just like some ways to play around with things like this and enjoying and appreciating the playlist more, I think, and making them more personal to you. So